Welcome everyone to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene, where we serve the hottest tea. Join me and my baby stripper voice.
And me welcoming you all to eavesdrop onto our uncensored opinions. This platform is used to inform, laugh, and potentially inspire others to speak out about things we may all be thinking about but are too afraid to say out loud.
And don't forget, babes, if the shoe fits, wear it.
Welcome, guys, to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene.
Hi.
Hi. I came a little bit cuerito,
Mm-hmm.
but it's welcomed here.
And I look like a student.
And I look like a hoe. Love it.
Yeah.
Love the combo. We're gonna be doing a little catch up.
Yeah.
I am so excited because Estee's gonna talk about his experience in another continent.
I know, I feel like I've been gone for so long, and I also haven't seen you for a very long time.
It's been
Like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks plus.
And that's kind of odd for us because we record, we see each other.
We hang
out. So, yeah, I missed you.
The last time I didn't see you for 3 weeks was when I was away in Colombia.
Yeah, and that was a lot.
Yeah.
But you went somewhere for work. Tell us about your trip.
So I went to Asia. I went to Miss China. And I went to Hong Kong. And I am back. I finally feel like I'm in this world.
You were, wait. When we used to text you, it used to be like 3 p.m. here.
It would be 3 a.m. there.
3 a.m. Like it's 11.
No, at that time it was 13 hours.
Yeah, 13 hours.
Now it's 12 because we went, here we went for an hour.
So we were like, you were in the future.
And it came back to the past.
To the present.
So I flew to the past, who is now is my present.
Yes.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. First of all, when I landed, I was so jet lagged. I felt like I was like in a different world of this world. Like I felt like I was in a trance. Like people would talk.
I can hear that.
People would talk to me. I'm just like. Like I just felt like the world was past. I was just like half asleep the whole time.
Okay.
Now I'm back. But yeah, Asia is beautiful. A whole different world.
Okay.
Like whatever the US is, like Asia's different. Like it is.
Well, that's a nice break for you. Well, because you're like, we're in this like limbo idiot world of America right now.
I mean, it was not a break because when you're in China and China says we're ready to go to war, you're like, oh, okay, I'm here. Can you go to war like next week after I land back in where I'm from?
Yeah. But it was a nice break.
It was a nice break. I feel like if you can travel, I think to any part of Asia, you should, because it's like when I tell you it's a different world, it is a different world. I went to Hong Kong, which was my favorite city. It's like New York.
But Asian?
It's like New York, but clean.
Okay. Because, New York is that.
Yeah, it's like New York, but clean. Hong Kong was a British territory, so everything is Chinese and English. So, like, it's a lot easier to get around because you can always read in your language. A lot of people are raised to speak both languages. So, a lot of people do speak English, and there's a lot of expats there.
Okay.
So, it is very easy to get around. Not in China. Not in Miss China. And Miss China is just China. Like, a lot of people don't speak most people don't speak English. You have to be there with your translator. There was this one boba tea spot that I went to every day, and then I started going by myself. And I would just have a picture of my boba, and I would just be like,
this?
Yeah, you just make the best out of it.
I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
But there's a difference, you said, between they wanted to actually help you.
Yeah, like they tried, they would like do like a little like signal, like they would get the translator. They really wanted to help you.
Okay.
So like I never felt unsafe. I never felt like out of place. I was able to like maneuver, figure it out.
Okay.
It's not like in France, like you would speak in English and they're like, no English, and they would just walk away.
Rude.
Like I mean, but that is the French.
Yeah, the French and European people, I feel like they're sometimes rude.
Mm-hmm. So like the people in China were a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Um, Food was great. For the people that were DMing me, asking me if I was there with my secret boyfriend,
Yo, pero la gente son entremetidos.
yeah. People were like, oh, I'm trying to find out if you're there by yourself or you're there with your boo and you're hiding him. I was like, oh, I mean, who
Whatever your
knows?
imagination wants to think.
Who knows? I was there with people, not there with a secret boo.
Not with a secret boo?
Not with a secret boo.
It's okay. We don't want to scare away any future boos.
No, but you guys can take me back to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I did it. I met some guy when I went to London 2 years ago who lived in Hong Kong, who DM'd me like, why didn't you hit me up that you were in Hong Kong? And I wouldn't be able to pick this man out of a lineup if like if I saw him. So I was like, all right, sir, like I was not gonna like meet up with you.
Yeah.
Not on my first time. And maybe now that I feel more
a little
comfortable.
more comfortable and you know where you're going.
Sure, let's go get dinner.
I was gonna say, do you know what, like, you see how we call 911 here? Do you know what that is over there?
Absolutely not. No.
I always like want to know that because I'm like, if there's an emergency, like there is no 911 over there. So like, what is the emergency number?
That never crossed my mind.
No.
Ever.
Hey Siri, what is the emergency number? Hey Siri. Yo, this fucking bitch.
She's logged off.
Yeah.
That never crossed my mind.
I always think that to myself.
No.
But you see, I'm a responsible responsible traveler.
No, it never crossed my mind of knowing that number.
Yeah.
I was out and about by myself.
I know. You were like, oh, my coworkers are being, well, your
Coworkers.
Your coworkers are being boring.
So I went to Hong Kong, and my big mission was I need to go see Tian, short for Christian. No, I'm just kidding. I just made that
Like,
up.
what? I was like, who?
No, the big Buddha. His name is Tian.
Okay.
I don't know how you pronounce it. Tian, and he's in a big mountain.
Okay.
And I was like, as you know, like I am obsessed with Buddhas. I have so many in my house.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I need to go see him.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been feeling like in my life a little bit like off-centered. So I felt like maybe if I see him, he would center me. I'm still waiting for him to do his effects. But
well, actually, as we record today is we're in a lunar eclipse right now.
Okay, maybe that's what I've been feeling like off the wagon.
No, yeah, between today and tomorrow, and we're recording this the weekend of the 14th.
Yeah.
Of March, there's a lunar eclipse. So you may be feeling a little all over the place, but today would be a good day to like basically like cut your cords of like anything that you don't want in your life, you want to cut it and like say it and like throw it out, and then things that you want to manifest, you can start with that.
Okay. So I went to go see Tian. Well, I wanted to. That was like my big thing. I was like, I am in Hong Kong for a very short period of time. I have shopped. I have went into bankruptcy. I have no credit cards. I shopped my life in Hong Kong. Don't regret it.
Okay.
Best fashion.
Okay.
But I was like, I want to go see him. So one of the mornings, they were like, oh yeah, we'll go with you tomorrow. And I was like, perfect. So I woke up early, and they were like, oh, like we're tired. We don't really want to go. I go outside just to see how the weather is. Asia's extremely fucking foggy. So I just see just straight up fog. And I was like, how am I gonna see this man? Because it said on when you buy like the stuff to go, it said fog can make you like not see him because he's like all the in the top of a mountain.
Okay.
So then I was like, what do I do? So I went to the front desk and I was like, ma'am, to the receptionist. I was like, what do you think I should do with my life? Should I should I go see him? And she was like, I think you should go see him.
Okay.
And then I called my ex. No. No, so she was like, I think so.
I'm like, what?
No, so she's like, I think so. So then I was like, you know what? Like, let me do it because I'm going to be so mad at myself if I don't go.
Do it, yeah.
And I was like, when I come back, if I don't go now, at least if I don't see him now, at least I know how to get there.
Yeah.
It's a little intricate. So then I went on my merry way.
You took a cab.
I took a Uber to an island
Okay.
to take a cable car from the island to the tippy top of the mountain on a cable car that was glass. And they sat me by myself in my cable car, and I just kept on thinking, I'm like, if this cable car snaps and falls, like
That's it.
no, it was just like I'm gonna be in the woods by myself. Like I would like to be with a friend.
These are your thoughts.
Yeah. So I made it. Beautiful experience. Well,
Aw.
you make it to the top of the mountain. You walk up a village, then you walk up 1,000 fucking steps
To go see this man.
to go see this man. I've never put in so much effort to go see a man in my life.
Woo!
So
A whole Buddha.
I go up these steps. I get there so winded. It was so hot because we were in a mountain and the sun was coming out. Beautiful.
It was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And you went and did that by yourself.
I went into by myself. Then I went down my whole
Merry way
journey.
back.
Then I took a taxi to the center of Kowloon in Hong Kong, which is like the shopping area. I walked around. I had lunch by myself. I walked around. I did a whole bunch of shit. Crossed the ferry for the harbor. Went to the other side of the island. All by
Damn.
myself because I am an independent ass bitch.
And you didn't let people not going with you deter your plans.
Yeah.
And you also wanted to get some alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still waiting.
They'll come.
What else happened? We also went to Chinese prison.
Can you explain? Can you elaborate on that? The fuck you mean you went to Chinese prison?
Almost.
First of all, you wouldn't be here.
Well, almost.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
So, somebody had bought us tickets to go from China, mainland. I have to like get the words right because you say China and Hong Kong, and people are like, it's Hong Kong, not China. So you have to say mainland China. So we were mainland China,
Okay.
and we took. If anybody listens, nobody listens to this in China. You guys don't have YouTube. I am not gonna offend anybody. We took this like more like Spirit airline flight from mainland China to Hong Kong. The airport that was nearest to where we were staying that would take us was a military airport. So
yeah, I would be anxious.
Well, we didn't know that when we left.
Okay.
We just thought it was like a ratchet, like they had no decorations. I'm like, oh, they don't have like a little like color. Whatever. You get like really pat down.
Like they aggressively pat you down.
Like they go like this to your crack to see if you're hiding something. So go to Hong Kong, have the best time. We're flying back from Hong Kong into mainland China. And I'm sleeping. Okay, number one of these flights into this military airport. And it's just this airport because we flew to other airports and it's not like this. You get in the plane and the windows are closed.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Unlike in other airlines where like you have to land with your windows open.
Yeah.
Windows are closed, you land with windows closed, you take off with windows closed. And the reason why is because you pass through a military base and they do military drills.
Okay.
So they don't want you to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
My answer to that is that
I don't care.
I wouldn't know how to describe it if I was a spy. Like, what am I gonna do? Call Donald and be like, I saw some planes doing donuts in the sky, and he's gonna be like, "Thank you, Estee, to go to war." Like, I wouldn't know what they're doing. So that was the first red flag. We're flying back, windows closed. I'm sleeping. I get a tap on my shoulder as we're landing. Sir, you need to come with us. And I was like, why?
So wait. The plane is landing.
Like the wheel just touched the ground.
Okay, and they came and they were like, you need to come with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, why? And they couldn't speak English, so they're like, you need to come with us. Control room said you have to come with us. And I was like, why? And they're like, you need to come with us. And I was like, but why? And then my other coworker was behind me was like, why? And then they're like, you guys are together. And she said, yeah. They're like, you have to come with us too.
La pobre involucrada.
So then we're getting escorted from the back of the plane. And we're like, what's going on? We see the other two people that we were at with also get escorted off with
The
us.
plane,
Like
yeah.
they're telling them to have to come with us. We're the only 4 Americans on this full Chinese flight
And you were escorted off by like military.
by the flight attendants.
Okay.
So they're pushing people out the way to get us through. We get to the front of the plane. They finally taxi to a gate. They open the door and the police are there and airport security. And I don't know who the fuck else is there. And we're like, what's going on? They're like, you have to come with us. But why? No, you have to come with us. And I was just like,
I
I'm
would be
gonna,
freaked
I
out.
was like, I'm gonna go to Chinese jail. I didn't put concealer on. I looked like shit.
That's your concern. You're like my mugshot.
I was like, I'm gonna look like shit. I didn't put concealer. I was just sleeping. I probably still have drool in my mouth. Like, this is not the best version of me to go to prison. We all get escorted out to like the side of the airport. We get put in a room. We get like swabbed for COVID. So we're like, oh, maybe like we're trying to think of like what it is. One of the girls was like, oh, maybe they detected a virus in our bags. Okay. We don't know. They couldn't explain to us what it was because there was no fucking translator. And then we go through customs. And the fucking shakedown we had from customs. Why are you here? Where did you come from? What are you doing here? What is your company? Show me your company. How do I know you work there? Like, what do you do for work? Like, all of this shit. Then it's like fingerprints, but they do that for everybody, not just for us, refugees. Um, fingerprints, pictures, like
The
everything
whole nine.
else. Return ticket. What cities are you visiting? I can't pronounce these places. I'm saying it like super fucking American. This place and that place. They eventually like let us through, and then we go to like our chauffeur that we had, and then we were all like, "Oh my god!" I felt like I was so clenched. When I got to the car, I felt like I took a shit. I was just like, "Oh my god."
I mean, I would be anxious, but you have to keep calm.
You have to keep calm,
But I
because
would be anxious, like, oh my God, these people are like thinking that I'm gonna come over here and be like a terrorist or something.
you have to. Also, doesn't help. Refer back to episodes before that our fucking Muppet ass president um was talking all this shit, and China's like, we're ready to go to war, and we're like, no, no, don't
No,
go.
I'm trying to get back home.
Yeah, so we were racially profiled for being American. And I really just got thinking in my head, I am not from America. I am from Colombia. There is a huge mistake. These people, actually, the people I was with were 2 other Colombian,
Okay.
1 American. Take him.
Take him.
Take him. It's like, we're from Colombia.
You were like, Señor, yo soy de Colombia, no soy de América. I don't know Donald Trump. I'm good.
Yeah. It was a crazy experience. I will say, someone that I was with really took it to heart.
Aw.
And they were extremely anxious for the rest of the trip. You know me, like I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like after the day after, I was like, yeah, we almost got fucking arrested, bitch. What up?
And she was probably looking at you like,
I mean, I thought it was funny. Like when I told you the story, I was cracking up.
yeah, I'm like, are you laughing about this? This is not funny. Like,
Yeah.
something could have happened to you.
Yeah.
And you're like, ha ha. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this man is telling me that he was almost like going to Chinese prison, like China prison.
You guys would have had to visit. I don't even think you can.
No, I don't think you can. What am I going to tell Adriana? Your mom.
I don't know. He was doing what he wanted.
Yeah.
He was living.
Bueno. After that scare,
Mm-hmm.
you went to see some hoes.
Which for people's privacy, I can't get into detail.
Yeah.
Let's just say I went to a very
Known
sketchy
thing.
nightclub that you confiscate your phone, your bag, you get pat down, a little up the crack again. That's very popular out there. I liked it.
You like the... Do you think you want to make that part of like your...
Yes, the credit card.
Part of like your thing to like get in the mood? You gotta do the thing to the crack.
Maybe. Yeah, we went to a very sketchy nightclub, underground, like Chinese mafia shit.
You had a time, and you
It
had a
was
lot of
it
experiences.
was
I love this
great.
for you.
I loved that sketchy ass club.
You would.
It was like sensory overload. It's just like you felt like you were at a rave with at Times Square with like escorts right next to you. And you're just there like and there's like a Harajuku bitch, right? Like it's like crazy. I had a time.
I'm like, I want to go to Hong Kong.
Yeah. Hong Kong is more like there's prostitution everywhere.
Yeah.
But Hong Kong is a little bit more Western. You would like it.
Okay.
And the people are so fucking chic.
I love that. Well, while you were living your best life, I was here. I'm like, what did I do? Well, I went to Barnena for my birthday, and that was fun. I'm very like Mexico City inspired. Also, I'm realizing that as I turn 35, my bones are just not the same anymore. By one, I was there for 10 p.m. reservations. We were out by 1. Like around 1:30, that's when I start yawning. I'm like, enough.
Yeah.
So I'm realizing that at my 35 years of age, at 1:30 in the morning, I want to go home.
The last time I went there, I got there like me and my friend went there like around 10:30. And we only went there that late because of this fucking congestion pricing. And I was like, we're too mature to be going out this late.
And let me tell you something. Again, these fucking Gen Z people with sneakers.
I've been complaining.
Like, can we dress up a little bit? Can you look like you haven't been out all day? You just came to this bar. Like you went home and took a shower.
Yeah.
So, but it was really good. We went, it was chill. I had a bigger group. You couldn't make it. And then some other people couldn't make it. But my boyfriend he's like, oh, like, do you want to cancel? Like, do you want to just like, and I was like, no. I was like, no, I'm not going to cancel. I was like, I am the vibe. I was like, even if it's just me and you, we will fucking go. I was like, I'm not canceling. I already bought my dress. I already know what I'm wearing. I already know what I'm doing my hair and my makeup. I was like, I'm not going to cancel. Whoever wants to come, great. And whoever can't make it, that's it.
Yeah.
So it was very, I don't know, I'm very like confident and calm in this new year. And also I realized that turning 35, you need to invest into a good chiropractor.
Oh yeah.
100%. People use your health insurance, your company pays for it, and you pay for it too.
Yeah, you pay for it.
Yeah, I was like, please just pay your copay. Your health is worth it.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I don't think I did anything. Oh, I went to Chinese tuxedo with my sister. Love. But let me tell you something. I don't know what it is in Chinese tuxedo, but there is some type of something that they put in their food, or like I don't know if it's like some type of seasoning or something, but it gives me the rums the next day. I gone twice, and it's happened to me twice. It's just that's what it is.
You probably were so skinny after.
Are you trying to see the silver lining? But yeah, like I love it. It's very chic, very good food. I love everything there. But the next day, I pay for it. So yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of like what else happened while you were gone.
I don't know. I feel like I was gone for so long.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I was gone for a lot longer than I actually was.
Yeah. Oh, but I wanted to talk about. Wait, you wanted to talk about something on TikTok, right?
Oh yeah, I did.
You bring it up.
So as a freaking flyer, and as you are as well, whenever I fly, depending how long the flight is, I always upgrade myself somehow. If we're flying to Miami, I think I can like push through, but like anything past like 4 hours,
yeah,
I'm upgrading myself. I'm doing extra leg room.
Sitting in the more to the first, yeah,
exit row. I am doing something.
Yeah.
But this comes with a price. And I always say, you got to pay to play. So I saw on TikTok that there was this one lady in Brazil that she had paid for her window seat, minding her business.
To Brazil?
No, she was in Brazil.
Oh, okay, I'm like, but where was she going? Because that's a long flight.
I think she was flying in
In
Brazil.
Brazil, okay.
Whatever. She could be flying from JFK to LaGuardia.
No importa.
She paid. So there is a mother with her kid,
Okay.
and she tells her, "Do you mind? Can we switch? Because my kid likes to like look out the window or fly by the window." And then she just politely said no. And then they got into a heated argument, and then the mom took out her phone and recorded it and posted it online. Of course, the mom community is very strong, and this girl got dragged
No.
because they were like, "Oh, like you can help out a mother, this and that." No, I
No.
couldn't. I would you give up your seat for a woman that asked you, "Do you mind if we switch because my kid, blah blah blah."
Am I like staying in the exit row or like
You're in your preferred seat, whatever that is.
no, no. I
Whatever.
paid for that seat. Everything on these airlines now is you gotta pay. You gotta pay to pick a seat. You gotta pay to carry on in some flights. You gotta pay for extra.
Shout out JetBlue.
Yeah, I'm like you have like there's like you have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna be myself? I'm gonna pay for something and then I'm gonna get I'm gonna be in discomfort.
Yeah.
No, you should have planned better with your kid.
I'm sorry. I don't care that you have a child. I am a child myself. No. I am way too tall, and I take that into consideration, and I pay for I am a very picky flyer. I only fly the right side of the plane,
Yes, you do.
and that's it. And I also don't like to sit next to people that I know, because I like to have my quiet. I like to sleep. I don't want to chit
Yeah,
chat.
you don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah. So I am very meticulous how I fly. So whenever I fly, I always go, I pay extra, whatever I have to do to pick my seat. I pick my preferred seat, which is always a window on the right side, wing preferred. Okay? That is my seat.
That is your preferred preferences.
That is my preferred way of flying. Wing, window,
Right.
right side of the plane. Um, and usually have to pay for that kind of stuff, so I do.
Or extra leg room.
An extra leg room, which I do pay
You
for that.
pay for it, yeah.
You're not gonna come here with your fucking rugrat and then tell me that, oh, my son. No. And even in flights that you don't have to pay to do that, because for whatever reason, like it's a short flight, whatever, I do my due diligence that I always go on and pick my seat, my preferred seat, even if I don't pay. You should do the same, ma'am. And if you fly in standby, bitch, you're lucky you're on the flight. Okay? I don't know if she was flying standby, I just had to throw that in there.
But the point is that these moms were dragging this poor lady because
Because the mom
she was
community.
selfish because she didn't want to give her preferred seat that she paid for.
Yeah.
For the his child was screaming
The
or
thing is
crying
that the
or
mom
whatever.
community is deep, and then the moms only see the point of view of the mom. And then the moms can't see the point of view of a human that paid for their own seat. So,
I feel like moms, well, not everybody, because there are groups like where I do have a friend that she said I had mentioned to her, I was like, hey, like, you became a mom and I don't see you like having so many friends, or I don't see you like out and about. Like you're just about like your kid, your partner, and that's it. Like I don't see you really. So I mean, I get like some moms have a community and then some don't. But I was reading an article, I don't know where it was, where people forget about the single person that doesn't have kids.
yeah.
Like they're also a human. They also have the right to pick and choose, and also they also have the right to not be considerate of the other person.
I also didn't have a kid, and that's just the biggest flex.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to like be so concerned about everybody else just because you didn't have a kid.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, this might cause controversy, but I stand with the lady that didn't give up the seat. I wouldn't
think
have
that
either.
I would not have given up my seat. I paid for that for my comfort. And then you want to come and ask me, like, can you switch seats? No.
The one time I switched seats with somebody it was two girls. I forgot where I was going, but I was definitely traveling by myself. And they said, "Oh, like, do you mind if we switch seats?" so we could sit together. I also have a window seat, and they were only like 2 rows ahead. And I said, let me see your seat first, because I also like a window. And some flights, the window's next to the,
Yeah.
so you don't have a window.
Yeah.
And I made sure that the seat was up to, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll switch with you. But I didn't pay for that seat. And then, whatever, like, it was fine.
Either way, like, that's not, if you pay for something or you have
Just because
you
somebody
pick
asks
something.
you to switch does not mean that you have to agree.
Yeah. Like my boyfriend, like somebody asked him to switch seats and he was nice enough to like switch with him. But also I was just like, yo, like if you're going to be more uncomfortable, don't switch.
No.
Don't switch. Like you guys should have, you know what irks and grinds my gears? When couples do it. When a couple does it. And I'm like, baby girl, you should have had your man pay for the extra for you guys to sit together.
Yeah.
Not you will go ask whoever has the other seat to switch with you so you guys can avoid the cost. If you meant that much, he would pay the $30.
Also,
That's
like,
kind of cheap.
don't you want, like, be away from your man? Like,
Yes.
get a break.
Get a break. It's not going to kill you 3-4 hours. Yeah, this car outside's killing
Yeah.
me.
Doesn't mean we're in New York. I'm
Yeah.
back.
You're back to this.
Yeah. No, yeah, I always prioritize my comfortability. I remember when we were traveling, all of us, our group of friends, to Spain. Everybody was traveling, like, on a, I don't know, everybody was kind of like around each other. And I picked my seat far away, not because I didn't want to be in the squad, it's because I picked the bulkhead, so like there's nothing in front of you. So I was able to like fully like stretch my legs. I was able to like, like be comfortable. I was gonna see y'all bitches in fucking Spain in 8 hours. Like I don't need to be like next to you guys.
We really didn't talk. We were just
when
all sleeping.
when I could just be comfortable in my own area.
Exactly.
Which I actually met an injector on that flight, and we're still cool, and she has done work on me.
You need to shout her out right here. Insert.
Hey, girl.
But while you were gone,
Uh-huh.
there was one of our friends told us about a story where
Do I know that? Oh, I do know this.
yes.
Sorry. I felt like I was reading stuff, but I also wasn't reading stuff.
It's because the future you was reading it,
Yeah.
but the present you was not present.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, her coworker, she met this guy,
Uh-huh.
and she was hooking up with the guy, and like it was nothing serious.
Yeah, it was like just the
It was
straight
just
up,
it was
straight up
just straight up,
sex.
it was just straight up sex, straight up hookup.
Uh-huh.
So then she our friend notices the guy,
Uh-huh.
and she's like, oh, such and such is cute, like, like you should like date him or whatever. And she's like, no, like this is just a straight up hookup. So then our lovely friend, who's always very curious,
I thought she was open to dating him. Did I make that up?
I think she just said, no, I'm good.
I don't know.
I thought she said like, no, it's just a hookup.
Probably.
Whatever. So the point is that our friend got curious.
Uh-huh.
And she started looking up the guy online. Comes out that there's a whole wedding registry with his fiance, and he's untie the knot or the knot. And I was just like, wow, like you can't even cheat in peace out here.
That's what you gathered?
Well, I gathered.
Cole?
So you can't even cheat out here. No, but I'm saying like people really need to like, if you're gonna cheat or you're gonna do things, like be a little bit more aware. Your whole wedding registry with your fiance's information is online. But you're here having sex with this other girl.
Yeah.
So I was just like, then I asked our friend, I was like, do you think like she should say something like to the fiance? And she's like, no, like she's not gonna say anything. But I was just like, in a way, like I would feel like I would
because they were a lot closer than, like, the guy and the girl like knew. It wasn't like a random guy.
No, they knew each other.
They knew each other.
Yeah.
So like it would be a
yeah,
lot
but you
messier.
failed to get you failed to get to mention you proposed to somebody while you're deep inside of me. I was just like, would you say something, or would you like just mind your business? Like, would you say something to the fiance of like, hey, by the way, like the person you're about to marry is like basically balls deep inside of me.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
In a way, I kind of like will bring it up
To the fiance?
to the not to the fiance, to him.
No. What is gonna be like? Oh yeah, I'm getting married. You wanna come?
No, I would just be like, I'm good, and send the link like I'm good.
Oh yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't fuck with the fiance because I'm just like at the same time I'm like, ella también sabe lo que se metió. In a way.
Even if she doesn't, like I'm not gonna involve myself in drama.
Yeah.
Like there was something similar that I saw on TikTok a while back, and it was a girl, same thing. She went to a resort with her friends,
Oh
and
yeah,
there was
yeah.
a whole bunch of guys at the resort. Ended up hooking up with the guy, and they said that they were there for guys trip. They didn't say bachelor party. So she said guys trip, whatever. Like I'm here in a girls trip. We're all horny. Like go
Let's
for
hook
it.
up.
I love when people fuck. I love when people have sex.
Okay.
So like I would be like, yeah, girl, go get you some.
Go get you some.
So she did, and then I can't remember what the TikTok said, but something they found out he was in a bachelor party, and then they were able through the name find out like the registry and all of that stuff, and the girl reached out to the wife, well the fiance, and I forgot how it ended, but I was just like I wouldn't
Put
tell,
myself in that.
I wouldn't tell the fiance because what am I gonna get out of it? I fucked him in a resort in Mexico. Like I'm back to living in New York. Like he lives in fucking Arizona. Like I'm never gonna see him. Never gonna see her. And if I do, I'm act like I would.
I'm gonna act like I don't know them.
Sorry, I don't know you. I just think like she didn't do anything wrong because she didn't know.
Yeah.
And then to involve yourself in so much drama.
For nothing. For a
Yeah.
person that you don't even care about, you're just getting a nut from.
Yeah.
I get it.
So I wouldn't.
Yeah, but I just found it like very funny that like nowadays you could just like pop somebody's information into Google search and like all of this is gonna come out. So for those that are like cheating, be a little careful.
Don't cheat.
Don't cheat, actually. Just don't. Like, it's not worth it.
I am very anti-cheating.
And there's a lot of karma.
There was only one friend that I was like, you should cheat on your man. And it's because I was just like, girl, like,
You was over him.
I was just like, girl, you're never gonna leave this man unless you play him. Just fucking play him. Aside from that, I'm very anti-cheating. She actually didn't play him.
I encourage one-time cheating.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that the bitch needed to get laid.
Yeah, I was like, girl, like, you're never gonna get over this man unless you ride on another dick. Like, you should go hop on like 3. She didn't. But, you know, things ended up well for
I
her.
think that's like the top 3. Maybe I was gonna say like, what is your worst advice if you given a friend that's in a relationship?
I think that was a good one.
Yeah. Or that one time that you told your friend.
What? What did I say?
You told them she wanted to spice up her sex life. Oh,
Our food is here.
yeah.
What did I say? What was the spice? I forgot.
You,
Oh, but she liked it.
yeah, but you told, no. Was it her? No, you told her to do some crazy shit and she did it and he did not like it. I forget. And then it wasn't that couple. It was another
It
couple.
was another couple.
Yeah.
It was choking.
It was choking.
It was choking, and the husband was not into it. My other friend, I told her to do anal, and she loved it. She loves.
One thing about Estee is he's always gonna promote the anal.
Yeah, Marlene texted me today. She was like, I have a secret to tell you. And I was like, you finally did anal.
I was like, no. Well, on that note.
When Marlene finally does anal, she's going to come and talk about it.
It's going to be like an experience. I'm like, I got to share this with all of our listeners.
Yeah.
Well, if that's all, I'm like, am I trying to think of everything that I wanted to say?
I mean, I think that's it. Going to prison and anal is just like the highlight of this.
Highlight of this week.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for listening. Please like, share,
Subscribe,
follow,
comment. Do everything you can.
Yeah. And if you like anal, please leave a comment below. We want to know. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you for listening to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene.
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform. Bye, guys.